any of their drink to Byul, so he can't make the mutas.
So he has no wings.
Exactly.
Byul makes muta. You know, in the very old days, we used to have gargoyles in Warcraft 3, and there was a patch where gargoyles were bugged. Like, they could go to stone form to regenerate, but every now and then they won't come out. And it was like the saddest thing. So you would just have like these really expensive units sitting there as a statue. And there was actually a World Cyber Games played in that patch.
Oh,
so
no.
it was so sad for some Zerg undead players, which is very similar to Zerg, and Gargoyle is very similar to the Mutalisk. Imagine if you would have Mutalisk that can't fly and they'd just be sitting there in stone
Turns
form.
into a statue and just falls to the ground and shatters. Poor Muta.
That would be very sad. Either way, Startail Hack is the player. Oop, that is up. Well, I messed up my scoreboard, man. This is terrible by me.
It's okay.
Hack is our blue Terran spawning on the right top side of the map of Whirlwind, who's up 1-0. He's going to go up against this lovely man.
Yep, Byul, the red Zerg in the top left, who is down 0-1.
Former Fnatic nowadays representing Incredible Miracle. Of course, we should show some love to his team as well after we've been showing all the love to Startail and their sponsor Red Bull.
I am one of the longest standing and I would say most beloved teams in all of Korean StarCraft 2.
One of the most successful teams as well, but that's easy if you have MVP on your team.
We should not forget the old TLIM alliance with the Liquid players. Hang on, that's not right, is it?
There was an SK alliance with them, like MC joined them for a while, but I don't think Liquid ever.
What was MC's original team?
OGS?
That's right, it was TLOGS. Right?
Yeah.
Well, there should be a TLIM alliance.
I don't think that's fair, man. Some of the things are just not fair. See comments in the first opening once more for Hack, while we see hatchery opening for Byul. He went triple hatch before anything else, and you know, if you want to do it on Eklund, you might just do it on, I want to say on Whirlwind as well, but this drone has a plan. I'm just not sure what his plan is.
Oh no, I think I know what his plan is.
Okay. After this, that's a good scout over here by Byul. I think it came down to what he saw, and he's going to see that this commences in the first once more. So this drone is going to head out for a triple hatchery before pool build once again. Of course,
right.
Very economic if you want to. Can give you a lot of lava to be really aggressive as well, but
I'm not that crazy about this build the way that Byul does it. He gets the fast gas in the midst of it, and I feel like if you're going to get the fast gas, why not just stay on 2 base and save that 300 minerals and that drone and have a few more workers. You saturate 2 bases faster, in my opinion, than if you throw in the gas and get a fast 3 base. Maybe he doesn't get the fast. Nope, there goes gas before 4 minutes.
Yep. 4-minute mark most of the time. This time even a little bit quicker. Good scout over here by Hack as well. He's going to see that extractor, so he knows, you know, there are a couple of things that I might have to worry about. But he's probably still going to spot that third hatchery as well. And on the other hand, the other side of the map, everything is very standard so far. 100 gas is ready, so factory will go down, and we're probably going to see him open up once more with a couple of Hellions, just to get a little bit of map control and see what is going on, see if he has to worry about any kind of craziness from Byul.
That spawning pool timing should give away that there's a third hatchery, so we'll see if that SCV loops around and just confirms it.
Yeah, or perhaps he doesn't even have to see it to know it. I feel that he's good enough to know.
Yeah, looks like that SCV not heading home, just going to park in the middle of the map for a little while, and he'll
once more
make another scout run here in a moment.
Once more, super quick third command center for Hack. So far the openings are exactly identical to what we saw on Eklund Waste on either side. Second factory going down already as well for Hack, so perhaps that is later on for the quick siege tank again if he wants to be safe. Dip dip, but it's going to start off with a couple of Elliot. First bunker going down as well. Down the ramp we have 2 Marines.
We already have 3 CC out. Where's that third command center?
He's building it on top of the ramp.
Oh.
What did you think it was, man?
I don't know, man. I thought it was just a really big factory.
A really big barracks. When Marines come out, they're twice the size of normal Marines. Or have wings.
This is where you build big SCVs. You ever see that picture?
Twice as fast? No, I've not seen.
This is a funny picture of big SCVs where they pick up the entire mineral patch.
And they just throw it in.
Yeah.
It's like cardboard animation style, and then like everything runs out. Kind of what a mule does in an exaggerated way. Overlord tried to scout, tried to see something. Actually, he did see that additional, or this was the very first. No, this was just what the drone scouted originally. So I don't think he knows about this third command center yet, but he might have an idea behind it. Second factory going down already as well. There is a tech lab, so we might once more see that siege then going down for Hack, or at least coming out. So he's very safe.
Hellions are out on the map. They're going to pop up this ramp and see. Oh, hey, there's a hatch here, and
there are only 3 Zerglings as well. So if those Hellions really wanted, it could have been a little bit annoying, because it takes quite a while for one queen to deal with 2 Hellions.
Did that Zergling see the hatchery? Or the command center, I should say. Oh, no, he should have seen the command center. He saw a building.
Yeah, but that was perhaps the first time that the drone started. Because right now he didn't see the new factory
You're
being
right,
completed.
You're absolutely right. And that second scout did not confirm that there was another command center.
But this Speedy Overlord will, Speedy Gonzalez over here is going to see it. Will he also see that second factory? That's going to be super important because there is a tag lab and
Boom.
it's spinning as well. And it's like, hey, I thought tanks already spawned with siege mode these days, so why would it be spinning? Well, of course, for Blue Flame over here. Byul's gonna have to be careful soon, Ben. He has 10 Zerglings on the map, but there are 6 Hellions out on the map. All the 10 Zerglings are on the other side of the map as well. A little bit of a run by. I think perhaps the wrong moment for a run by.
I think it's terribly unfortunate,
Well,
the timing. Also,
actually,
Kev, upon scouting Blue Flame, he needs to be building a Roach Warren, not
more Zerglings?
not more Zerglings, not double Evo. Hellions do come back to defend. Will we see a Roach Warren? Looks like he is just going to continue to commit to Lings. And, you know, it's possible Lings, if they surround on creep, can kill a lot of Blue Flame Hellions, but it is not easy.
I think actually Byul's playing with fire right now. That's what it is. He has 1 spine crawler going down as well. Double engineering bay going down for Heck behind this. That's also particularly interesting. Baneling Nest going down first. Armor upgrades down as well. There are plenty of queens over here, but still, this third base is pretty damn exposed. If these Hellions swing in right now from either this side or from the south side, I would say that's a drone barbecue.
So many queens being built.
He wants to wait. It's
2
ready
queens
right
at
now.
a time. Actually, I think he might be okay with the queens and with like 30
Yeah, but
Lings.
like, look, there's a little bit of slow. You know, the creep is not connected over here. Blue Flame is being revealed. If those Blue Flame Hellions just swing in over here, he's gonna kill so many drones. Of course, you don't want to throw away all your Hellions. It seems like the Hellions want to bust into the natural, but that would be a bad idea. Come on, Hellions. There's a very well exposed third base over here. And a lot of drones that really want to die.
Lings just melting immediately, and now those Hellions are going to make their way up into this third base. Creep has finally connected the third and the natural.
Still a lot of queens. Ling's going to try to surround all these Hellions. They will get a surround off for now. A lot of these Lings will fall, but that's a beautiful surround. I think 8 out of those 12 Hellions went down, or 6 out of 10. Something like that. Not very successful for Heck.
Yeah, I think that actually works out pretty well for Byul, who now is going to go up to about, once again, about 80 drones. His layer is finishing, so this time he gets into the mid-game unscathed. Last time he was really stalled in getting here. I think he's feeling much more comfortable. I think it's very interesting that Hack's choosing to mech on... Well, actually, no, he's throwing down barracks now, so he's going to switch out of that, which is really smart. Because
yeah, he had the double eBay going down as well.
Makes no sense. It's too big. It's too wide open. It's very hard to take advantage of mech on a map like this.
What's interesting to me as well is that he's still building siege tanks. He's digging it. He has a couple of mines as well, but he's going up to his third tank by now.
Kind of old school style.
Yeah, so he definitely...
I mean, this goes back to something we used to discuss. We always said that we felt like eventually Terrans would fall back to siege tanks and widow mines versus either one or the other. I feel like the tank is too good to not use, but of course the widow mine also too good to not use.
First world Terran problems. My units are too good to not use.
My units are too good. I can't make all of them.
Makes me want to cry, man.
Now mining for Hack, who's...
oh, wow. Mining has a reasonable connection over here on the right bottom side. There's an Overseer over there as well. Man, that's a speedy Overseer. That's very quick.
Overseer is now faster than ever before.
Fast and Furious Overseer. Spire is almost done. Taking a look at the gas count from Byul. He has a little bit of gas banked up. 4th hatchery, or at least the 4th base is going down as well. He already had the 4th hatchery in his main. 2 upgrades, a little bit behind for a Terran compared to his Zerg opponent. Of course, all these Blue Flame Hellions slowed down the rest.
Drop? He started Drop and he changed his mind. I would love to have seen Drop. I think Drop is so good just in all matchups. I don't think Zergs do it enough. But looks like
a pretty scary army, by the way. Byul's really gonna have to produce some units, and despite having all those queens, right now we can see creep drastically spreading, but not super crazy yet. I still feel there was up to a moment where Heck could put his tanks in a reasonable position to make this pretty hard to engage. A couple of Banelings being morphed as well, but it's 92 army supply for this Terran against only 61 per Zerg. How did this happen?
I'm really worried that Hack's, that Byul's army is just too soft. It's all Zerglings and Banelings. There's nothing else in it. He's going to try and counterattack. This is one possible answer to the problem at hand. Banelings are going to connect with a lot of SCVs, so this third base gets completely ravaged. At the same time, the 4th expansion of Byul is going to go down, so a lot of SCVs are going to end up falling, but ultimately does Hack care that much with triple orbital and very efficient army. I think Hack is feeling just fine.
At least Zerg is buying more and more time. Couple of Helens going. Oh, yeah. Once they get picked up for free in the end, there's a few links too many. He has at least his mutas out on the map right now. He bought time for that. There are 7 for more production, 11 mutas, but there are plenty of mines over here, which also protect those tanks a little bit. He's gonna try to keep countering with these links on the other side of the map. Couple of mines, gonna kill the links and the marines.
Poor marine.
You know, it's better than nothing.
So 148 supply to about 154. The army supplies do favor Hack.
Oh, there are mines as well on this ramp.
Oh, and they're actually going to die to the Banelings. Lings and Banes that come streaming down, and they might actually surround and kill all these siege tanks. Reinforcements are a little bit too far away, but man, those Widow mines so good against everything on the ground.
Those mines having beautiful connections. The reinforcements did sort of come in time, at least saved a couple of those mines. And now he still has to worry about all these marines. He only has 5 Zerglings on the map right now, but I feel a lot of units are on their way.
54.
There are 54 Lings on the way, but if they spawn one at a time, beautiful focus fire there on those Banelings. Hack is playing extremely well right now.
Absolutely, man. Microing his marines so intelligently. Mutas are going to try and exchange fire with these marines. That's a very dangerous prospect. Banelings trying to connect with the marines on creep. They're able to catch up. And Byul is trying to stabilize. He's doing a good job. This push has been forced back, at least for now. Still, we see that stream of blue across the mini-map, but I'm not sure if there are enough units out on the map for Hack to continue this kind of a push.
Well, he's gonna probably have to regroup real soon, but I still feel this was really good. And despite, I mean, during all this, Byul was never really able to take his or retake his old fort base. He did take this base right now, but it's gonna be hard to keep that one alive. You can see that Hack has re-established his turret despite losing a few SCVs here and there in the process. This is starting to look really dicey for the Zerg. He does have 56 links, he has 6 Banelings, 8 more on the way. He just needs like a good 30 seconds to actually just regroup everything, calm down, and then he might be able to take a good fight again. As at the end of the day, he is up in supply, and I must say he's been kind of on top of his injects, because despite producing a crazy amount of links, he always has enough larvae to produce more units.
Muta's finding an opening at this third base. You're going to pick off a couple of SCVs and force cancellations on the building static defense. A little bit too reckless there, losing a Muta and gaining nothing before it. Byul continuing to expand aggressively. Is on 4 bases, needs a 5th.
Couple of marines got out in the open. Starship troopers all over again. They have too many, Ben.
Too many lings to deal with. You know, you said Byul needed 30 seconds. I think he's going to get that and more, Kev, as Hack's basically been forced back to his third.
And now we've got a very awkward position where both bases are so close to each other. Oh my god, couple of burrowed Banelings here.
Burrowed Banelings, huge connection. Oh, but the Widow Mines also connected with all those Zerglings. Muta's going to fly in and try to clean up. Can they do it? Everything's loaded up in medevacs right now. The Marines are going to unload and push this back. Man, that was a
bizarre.
A close moment, man. Both sides experiencing heavy losses. Hack actually takes the supply lead. This time he's going to scan and kill that Baneling landmine.
Wow. I'm kind of speechless.
Yeah, it was a great connection for Byul, but is it going to be able to keep him in this game? Hack looks like he's being just a little bit more efficient. If you look at units lost and resources lost, it's way in favor of the Terran. Our Zerg has enjoyed a 1-base advantage for a long time, and I still don't see a 4th command center. But
well, good point, actually.
It has to be said that this Terran army is exchanging a little bit more.
Muta's gonna fly to the main base. At the same time, these Marines and all these medevacs perhaps thinking about getting aggressive, and if he sees these Mutas, well, there's not too many Mutas actually, he doesn't really have anything to worry about. There are 13 Mutas on the map, but not all of them are in the main base.
Hack is trying to go forward here, does lose a couple of Marines to reasonable Baneling connection. This is not the best Marine splitting I've ever seen.
Oh wow.
That was great.
1 mine blew out 4 mines. And 3 Banelings. So. Yeah.
That's a lot of splash damage.
Everything just died. Everything killed each other. The mines killed the mines in the Banelings killed the mines in case the mines would survive. It's getting a little redundant
basically,
here, guys.
The units all got together and said, hey bro, I hear you like splash damage.
No, like they came together and said, I've had enough of fighting. Me too, let's go out with a bang. Bang.
Let's be friends, and then they hugged and exploded.
Yeah. Some love is just not meant to be. That's the moral of the story, man. We have 112 army supply for Hack against 94 for Byul. There are 51 Marines on the map. There are 71 Zerglings and 30 Banelings. I must say, Byul has more than enough units to deal with his army. There's finally a 4th command center, by the way, on the map. He's trying to set up a little bit of flank. There are a few Banelings in this mix. He was thinking about it, then he's like, nope, I'm not going to do it. Another Banelings is still going to go. They were indecisive
The
again.
drilling claw, aka alligator clip
No.
upgrade, finishing up right now for Terran. That's going to make these Widow Mines that much more effective.
You call it alligator upgrade? Why alligator?
It looks like an alligator.
They don't even have claws.
No, the upgrade looks like an alligator.
Oh, no Kenzo over here. I think that
They
sounds
do
really
have
weird.
claws. They're called drilling claws.
Yeah, I mean an alligator.
No, but the upgrade.
Stupid.
You'll see what I'm talking about. Next time we see somebody research this.
Little bit of a drop. Little bit of a drop over here in the third base of Byul. Who once more lost his potential fifth base. Munoz will be able to clean
More than
this
enough
drop.
Muse here to deal with this, which is
Man, this is
fortunate for
such
Byul.
an intimidating Terran army though. It's 190 supply on either side. Small army supply advantage for Terran. If these mines get good connections,
they
there's
kill us
almost
so
no way.
fast. It's kind of cute. They just wiggle their legs and go underground. Look, watch this little Widow Mine. Whoa, Baneling's going to connect with everything, but enough bio left alive for Hack to maintain a very formidable presence on the map. It's 194 supply to 195. Very even in terms of the supplies. Counterattack on the Terran side of the base of the map is going to kill a lot of SCVs. Ravaging this natural. Marines and Marauders will clean this up eventually. At the same time, Hack is continuing to push into the third base. Banelings are going to come streaming out and not clean up the entirety of this force, so the push will continue. Byul is still maxed, but a lot of that supply is in production, and it looks like he might be considering giving up this expansion.
He killed a lot of SCVs. There are 51 SCVs remaining, but that's more than enough for Hack right now, as Hack is only mining from 2 bases, or barely 2 bases even. He has a couple of Marauders on this side of the map as well. They are, of course, going to help out a lot, soaking up some shots from these Banelings.
The muta count is actually through the roof right now. There's
26
mutas, which, well, it's not enough to deal with this many Marines. Reinforcements have arrived once more.
Look at these Marauders, man. That's so beastly. Soaking up so many Banelings. But they are still standing, and this hatchery is actually going to fall right now, so that means that Byul is going to go back to 3 bases as well. Is this the moment he's going to go for it?
He's
oh,
going
so
for
many mines,
so many mines, and they are going to connect with a few of those Zerglings, but not all of those Zerglings, and Byul gets a great engagement, cleans up the vast majority of this entire Terran army. 170 Zerg supply remains. Hack falling down to just 130. He's going to try to keep fighting, but the muta count might be too high.
Reinforcements coming in there. Perhaps he's just waiting for those mines to... he wants to keep the mines alive.
Yeah, the mutas are going to go ahead and disengage. 18 mutas left of 26.
Both players are so low in economy right now. They're mining less than 1,000 minerals a minute, which is really, really little for this phase of the game.
But you know what? Mules are now dropping at the new Terran 4th, and this is going to give the charge that Hack needs if he's going to take this game. Muta's trying to dance around and make something happen, but it is so hard.
Banelings. He's going to try. He wants.
He really tries to bait that. Plus 3 Marines. Mutas are dancing around those Banelings, but I don't think Hack's going to fall for it this time.
I love how he's doing it, though. Do you think Hack knows? Yeah, he's playing like he knows, but...
Taking no chances.
I mean, the longer he waits, I guess the better this will get for him. Perhaps he just feels like he doesn't have to take any risk after taking out this 4th base, or what used to be the 3rd base.
To the 4th, that planetary is not done yet, so a few SCVs might end up dying.
It's actually pretty damn good, because there's so many mules as well, so he's slowing down quite a bit of mining time over here.
That's a ton of lost money.
But it's also money that will eventually get dropped again. All the mutas are going to fly into the main base. We had 26 mutalisks at a certain point. We got still 27 right now. On the other side, man, we got a drop to make sure that this original 3rd base is not coming back. Medevac's full of Marines getting picked off over here by Byul. Well done.
Yeah, great play with these mutas. Mutalisks absolutely paying for themselves. They have +2 attack, +1 armor, so there's a lot of gas invested in these mutas and that muta tech. Even picking off one more medevac.
150 or 167 supply right now for a Zerg against 140 for the Terran. Army supply, however, it's 93 against 95. It's so damn close. 7 mutalisks more on the way. It comes to a point where if he keeps these mutalisks idling at a certain point, there's a mine over here as well.
A huge mine, but it's going to get picked off. The Overseer fast enough to keep pace with these mutas.
It helps,
vision. It does. And they're able to pick off that Widow Mine before
Oh,
it's able to
that
connect with any
medevac.
shots. Another medevac goes down. Byul really trying to make it happen. With the Muta's mine does manage to burrow and connects with a lot of the Mutalisks, but still that Muta pack maintaining its presence in the main base takes another big mine hit. 27 Mutas left, a lot of them in the red and the orange. But none of them going to end up falling as Byul's just going to pull back. Kevin, the one problem I see here for Byul is the fact that he has not secured a new base, and Terran has. And the thing that we see time and again in these wars of attrition is that Zerg just cannot continue to trade effectively against the Terran player when they do not have that economic advantage.
Byul's going to gamble a little bit over here, Ben. He wants to really take out this planetary fortress. A lot of middlers over here trying to dance back and forth, picking up a few SCVs. Was not able to take down that bunker. You know, if this goes wrong and he's investing all these resources into killing this planetary fortress, that would be a massive blow. I would feel even a blow that he can't recover from anymore. However, if he's able to pull it off,
22 Banelings, there is
I love how he's using the Mutalisk as well.
Mine. There's a single Widow Mine. Will it connect with the Banelings?
There are 3.
Oh man, this is not going to work. SCVs are there to repair. A lot of them might end up dying, but that planetary is not going anywhere.
Wow.
And that could be a game-ending decision from Byul. And wow, how sick is Hack there? Seeing it, dancing the SCVs around, keeping several of them alive. Muta's still doing work in the main base, but that Mutaball is beginning to dwindle down to just 20.
We got 60 Marines on the map. I feel like it's about time to just leave 20 Marines at home and start moving out with 40 Marines and try to see what you can do with that. There are still only 4 medevacs though, perhaps that's why he's so afraid. How many mines do we have? We got 11 Widow mines. There are 2 medevacs over here full of units. He's going to send them to the south side, perhaps trying to drop this. Yeah, it's a 4th base, but it should be a 5th base, I guess, for Byul. One thing I really love by Byul though is that the map control that he has, I tried to show it several times, his map vision is impeccable. He sees almost everything. He's going to spot these 2 medevacs over here as well. These medevacs are almost going to find all these Banelings. That would have been a nice catch right in the open.
So much vision granted by these speed overlords. That medevac drop is not going to go unspotted, but can it really be dealt with? That's a different question. Muta's continuing to fly around and be as frustrating as they can be, but as you pointed out, the Marine count's so high, 70 Marines on the map now, that the Mutas are almost a non-issue.
Okay, I love it that he's dropping them over here already as well. I don't think that he's going to be able to keep this base alive, man. There are 15 Banelings, there are 32 Zerglings, but they're kind of out of position. Here come all these Mutas, but this hatchery will fall, and with a little bit of luck, he might even be able to get away with a couple of these units.
No, don't fly that way! One medevac is picked off, and the second one will evacuate. Second attempt at a Baneling bust on the command center, and a second time it fails. And at this point, how much gas has been thrown into that planetary? Byul has got to be kicking himself, as that could have perhaps been used better in fights elsewhere on the map.
What's with all the low eco games that we've seen today? This is at the 31 minute right now at Whirlwind. We have 68 harvests for our Zerg, but he's only mining 1300 minerals a minute, and that won't go on for too much longer either. Then we have our Terran, who just now finally is mining around 1000 again, but this is his only mining base. This base is as good as empty, and the rest is, well, you know, can we call this a mining base? 140 minerals left. If all the Banelings don't succeed, maybe the Mutalisk will. All the Marines are quite far out of position, but there is enough repair, right, Ben?
The Mutas are gonna do it finally!
Whoa.
Byul catches a break and picks off that command center, and that could be the move that puts him back in this game. Look at the supplies, 143 to 170, and with no command center, there is no mining. Terran has nothing going for him.
Not going to take too long though before this orbital's here, but of course orbital is going to make it a little rougher to keep the SCV line alive at all costs. And how many SCVs do we have remaining? Only 18, so that's barely anything. He's losing a few more, only 14 SCVs remaining. Sure, he will be able to drop.
Mutas. Where do they come from? How does he get the gas? He's been on 2 bases, really just 1 mining base for the longest time.
Still, I really feel Hack should be more active with his Marines. Like, he's just sitting back defending, while on a certain point I feel his army is easily scary enough. I guess what he's worried about is if the moment he really moves out, that he's going to lose all his production facilities, and that if Byul defends one time, here come 2 mines.
Oh, and they're both going to connect with Zerglings. SCVs are all going to die.
Orbital.
The command center's going to fall again.
Oh my god.
The Mutas, Byul is winning this game with Mutas alone. Does take a lot of damage from those Marines, but still 33 Mutas remain. And Hack has, what, 2 command centers left?
Yeah. One in his main, one in his original turret. He's going to be able to pick up this hatchery once more, so that's a nice little pickoff. But it comes to the point where he's really not able to afford to lose any units anymore, and he is going to lose units because these medevacs are kind of trapped right now. You know what's also funny is that he has 3 SCVs remaining, so this army, he has a big army supply lead though. He could potentially still win this game. If Byul takes 1 bad engagement, he might still lose, man. It's not like he's particularly rich either.
Byul has got to choose where to defend. There's a drop in his main and a push coming at his only mining expansion.
Oh my god,
it's
this is so So close.
So it's a scary moment right now for the Zerg player. 114 supply against 170, but the army supply, as you said, Kevin, favors Hack 111 over 100. So Hack is not out of this game at all. He's not mining, but he does have some serious fighting strength left. Mutas do clean up the drop. And
Oh, he lost the spawning pool though, apparently.
Oh dear.
Big loss.
It's a huge loss.
That was a weird moment to burrow. Imagine if they would have gone off on these drones to stand in the middle of these Marines. I got really screwed there for a while.
Would have been tragic. 98 supply to 160. Well, you know, when the Mutas pick off small groups of Marines like this,
every unit down.
It gets so much closer. Army supply is now 86 to 96 in favor of Byul. Another pack of Marines gets picked off. Hack cannot afford to trade like this.
Yo is remaking his spawning pool, but he doesn't have any income, so even when his pool is up,
Yeah, he's got 70 minerals.
can make one set of links. You know, those 2 links, they could make the difference.
I'll build 1 drone and I'll long distance mine 300 minerals and take an expansion.
He doesn't really need drones, he still has 57 of those. What I do love as well is that he's dropping creep over here with his Overlord, so he knows there is no Neo base. Hack's gonna have to do it with this army. There are 2 Baron Baylings!
Oh, big detonation, and that might be it. The Mutas are gonna close in. The Medivacs are going to try to run away, but I don't know if that's the best idea. Widowmine's going to try and return some fire, but with Zerglings on the ground and Mutas in the sky, it's not going to matter. What a crazy close to this scrappy game. Byul cleans up the last of Hack's army, and it is now 60 Zerg supply against 30 Terran supply, and I'm pretty sure it's all Widowmines.
Yes. That's pretty much what it feels like, at least. And Hack knows that he's not going to have time to get out any Marines anymore. GG. Bizarre.